Oh, there we go. Right, okay. So we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the third session of Forge of Fury, one of the Tales from the All Important Adventures. Been a bit of a delay, basically holidays and a couple of issues with scheduling. But we're back and we're on it. There's only four of us tonight, so I'm your DM again. And we've got Dougie playing Mathelin. We've got who's a bard. I'll tell you what sort of bard in a second. Half-elf bard. We've got Tom again playing the half-orc barbarian. And we've got Mike playing Rogar, the barbarian dragonborn. So you could just look at the last video to see where we got to, but I'll give you a quick recap anyway. So the recap is the adventurers. Let me swap the maps around up here. So the adventurers have made it, successfully got into the mountain door, past the guards. They've had numerous battles within, and they've basically been exploring their way around the first level of Kundakar, which is this ancient dwarven fortress that the orcs raided many years ago and took over. They've fought their way through various caverns, a bit of a boss fight. They found the chief orc, whose name escapes me at the second. I'll find it in a moment. That would have been... Oh, bugger, where is he? I can't remember now.
Ulf.
Great Ulfi, that's it. Yeah, so they a bit of a boss fight towards the end against Great Ulfi in his bedchamber and his two giant direwolves. But our skillful and brave adventurers managed to overcome those and win the day. They've barred and locked the door, and they're bedded down for the night in Great Ulfi's bed chambers for a long rest. So they're all back up to full strength and full spells and all that jazz. And that is where we start our adventure today. So you guys, you've settled down for the night. You've all managed to get a bit of sleep and feel a bit rested, but it's towards the end of your rest that you hear a knock on the door. Hey, boss! Boss, you in there? Boss, you in there?
Yes, I am.
Boss, we ain't seen you all night. Them intruders came back.
Well, I was sleeping.
I whisper, tell him you scared them off.
Who scared them off?
You did.
Yes, I scared them off. Yes, me, mighty Ulfi, scared them off.
Oh, so you saw them then, boss?
Yes, the dogs feasted on their bones.
No, you scared them off.
Are they dead then?
Yeah, very dead.
Where are the bodies then, boss?
The dogs ate them all.
Oh, that seems a bit unfair. You said we could have the man flesh next time we caught someone.
Well, I'm the boss tonight, so do one.
Right. Were you coming out then, boss?
Soon.
What are your orders?
Tell him to go down the mountain and get more man flesh. That'll get rid of some of the numbers a bit for us.
Yeah, go on in. Go down the mountain and get more man flesh for yourself. Go hunting. Take as many men as you want.
Well, we ain't got many men left here. There's only about 8 of us.
Take them all.
Take all of them. Don't concern yourself. I, the mighty Ulfi, will protect this fortress.
Well, we don't normally go out in the daylight, boss. What if
take
there's more of them?
Umbrella or something. Just go.
Are you all right, boss? You don't sound like you normally do.
Well, no, I'm not feeling quite myself. Just please go and eat something.
Shall I get the shaman to have a look at you, boss?
No need. I've got a rash.
You got a rash, boss?
Yes.
Right.
I don't want the shaman seeing it. It's not pleasant.
How long shall we go for then? When shall we come back?
Oh, I don't know. As long as it takes. A week, maybe?
A week? That don't see. You want me to take everybody in the Citadel and go for a week?
Yes, why not?
So it's contagious.
It's contagious. You don't want this. Believe me.
Right, you better give us a persuasion roll, I think.
I'm surprised it lasted that long.
Let's try it. Persuasion. I don't know how good my persuasion. Oh dear, it's not very good at all.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not too bad. Right. Well, okay. I'll take some of the lads, and we'll go out for a bit.
Take 5.
Sounds fantastic. Make sure the rest of them line up along the main door so no one can get in, and I'll patrol the halls when I feel a bit better.
Okay. Well, the shaman's here to help you anyway. What? Should we change the password, boss? We normally do on a Tuesday.
Yes, let's make it
Yummy man flesh.
young man flesh.
Young man flesh. We had that 3 weeks ago.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
they won't expect it again.
Yes, that's a good point. They won't expect it again.
Oh, that's why you're the boss. You're smarter than us. Okay then.
Well, there you are. You see.
Okay, and then you sort of hear loud footsteps clomping away. You hear a number of footsteps. Okay. Right, I'll just okay, yeah, and it's all gone. It's all quiet again out there.
As you can tell, Mathellan was hiding bravely in the corner.
Well, I thought that worked out quite well. I think that was well. He's quite a good impersonator there, wasn't he? Very good.
Yeah, and we managed to send some orcs away, so there's less to kill now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll kill them on the way out later on if we don't find a different way out.
Well, if they've all gone to the main door, then that should give us free roam of the rest of the place.
Although, if they've left the citadel, if we kill the remaining few at the door, then there's no one to let them in. So whoever's left outside can't get in anyway.
I like your plan. Let's go kill them. Oh wait, hang on. There's a shaman outside the door, isn't there? He thinks I've got a rash.
I could probably help with that a little bit, and I point at Rogar, and I say, "Krug, now do not be alarmed." And all of a sudden, Rogar has an appearance that looks like Ulfie.
Nicely done.
So, if you want to get the shaman, it'll definitely be. He won't be expecting you, and you
But
can
if I
be in
stick-
his face before he tries his mumbo jumbo on you.
If I stick my head out the door and just present myself and just tell him to bugger off or something.
You might get away. You probably got away with it because your voice probably sounds muffled through the door. If you open the door and talk to him, he's gonna know.
Oh, right. So the illusion won't cover that up then.
No, it's visual only. What you might be able to do though is open the door, walk towards the back, say is that his bed, or is the other one his bed?
Yeah, either doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So if we hide the dogs' bodies in the corner,
Yeah.
you open the door and say, "Come here. I want you to see my rash." And then as he comes in, we just literally just jump the bastard.
Oh, sounds good. Let's do that. Right, well, I'll head over there then and unbar the door. And you can come in now, shaman. Head over to my bed.
You open the door, but you can't see any shaman there.
That's throwing a spanner in the works, isn't it?
Cool. Well, if he's not outside the door, then it's probably that you can get away with the echo off the walls sounding a bit different. So summon him, mighty Ophi.
Shaman, come to my chambers. You must look at my rash. No response?
No responses yet.
Give him time. Being stone walls, the sound will echo well. So
I'll yell a bit more. Shaman!
And in the far distance, you hear a door shut. This is like far distance, as in echoing through the caverns and caves of the citadel.
get to your bed quick.
I think we've got time.
And so it'll probably take about 10 minutes or so before eventually, hobbling round the corner, comes an old female orc.
Okay, as we start to hear footsteps get closer, as in virtually there,
Yeah,
I have to recast it because it only lasts a minute.
yeah.
Oh, this is priceless.
And so this old female orc appears up the steps, and she just says, "Why did you disturb my slumber?"
I have a rash for you to check out.
A rash?
There it is.
Well, you better show me then.
And as she comes in, me and Krug, rah.
So she doesn't see you at all at the moment. She's straight up to Orphe at the minute.
Are we going to literally just charge in and attack
Oh no.
Krug?
Well, no, I was actually going to say, is it possible if I can use a reaction? Because she does move through 10 feet.
If you want to hide there, you can give us a stealth check each.
I just want to literally, as soon as she comes through the door, jump her.
She's not
but
not
not-
aware of you at the moment.
Not like that. I just want to literally just get straight in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her and just say, "You best lift my loincloth."
We going in, Krug, or not?
Yeah, we're going in.
Right. Starting in, attack.
All right.
Bang, bang.
In true D&D style.
Roll for initiative.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for turning up, darling.
I literally can't remember what voice I was actually using for Rogar.
Okay.
Rogar. I was trying to sit there thinking, where do I know that name? It's bloody Game of Thrones.
Is it?
What she was going to call her son. Daenerys was going to call her son, and he dies before he's born.
What are you talking about?
Daenerys Targaryen?
Is that the blonde bird?
Yep. She falls pregnant, didn't she? And she
See?
says, we shall call him Rogar. And then he dies.
You might be right.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I've
But
seen
it's
them, but
back in my mind though.
But Rogar was also the name of one of the dragons.
It's also the player's handbook,
Damn.
Dragon Ball section.
That's probably where they robbed it from, the bastards.
yeah. You know, they like to steal a lot of things and then they copyright the ones, they think of themselves. Rude,
I
really.
know. Bastards, aren't they?
Anything they've stolen that they can't legally copyright, they go, "Oh, you can have that in the SRD as a free." It's like, "Oh, thanks. It's only been in European mythology for 800 years." Very
Yep.
kind. Anyway, yes. So she bends over to look at Rogar's. Whereabouts is this rash then, Rogar?
But I did say she had to lift the loincloth.
So yeah, she's delivered many orc babies, so she's not afraid to lift the loincloth. And as she does, Mathlin can make his move.
So I attempt to stick the rapier in the butthole as she bends over.
Le Bateau.
Is this surprise round advantage?
Yes, I'm sure she's not expecting you in that area.
Oh, a 12.
Oh, you can't argue with that, can you?
I take it that's not a hit or.
Yeah, sorry, I'm half asleep here, aren't I? That is a miss. You have missed the old lady's buttock.
Bastardo.
Tom,
But
you
what I will do so
got him.
is, as a bonus action, I need to shorten these a hell of a lot.
Holy.
I am going to give Krug a D6 Bardic Inspiration die.
Oh, beautiful. That's how they make their books 200 pages long, you know, just writing 5 lines when one would do.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho. So Krug, you get a surprise
Okay.
jobby.
Take swing my halberd.
And then Rogar next.
Oh, you,
Well, I don't know if Rogar would get a surprise round because he's sort of lying on the bed. You two have popped out of nowhere, haven't you?
I'm not going to be a surprise. I'm not lying down.
I mean, there may well be a surprise involved, but whether it's an attack, with a blunt weapon, I don't know.
An improvised weapon.
Bludgeoning damage, I would assume.
Or is it piercing?
Possibly too.
Could be psychic damage, depending on what it looks like.
It might turn into projectile damage.
So 15 misses also, I'm afraid.
I was just
What?
waiting until you say. I was going to use my Bardic Inspiration on it anyway.
Oh, okay. Then you hit. Her AC is 16.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Then she would take 10.
10, yeah. You hit your
And
pole arm jobby as well, don't you?
I'll use.
Oh,
And
crit.
Whoa. So what we're looking at?
17.
17. Ow, mama. She knows you're there now. Oh, twat. Sorry. I typed straight 17 in instead of minus 17.
Yeah, she can go to 17 hit points. That's fine.
Oh dear. It's probably not far off what it's going to be. But no. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Pardon my French. If anyone who's easily offended is probably watching the wrong thing, to be fair. Okay. Right, so back round to the proper turns and Mathlin again.
Mathalin is going to try and stab her again. Twa! And as the rapier goes under her armpit, he turns around and goes, "That's why I should stick to magic."
All the cool things you can do, but thrusting with a rapier is not one of them.
No.
Rogar, time for your
Yeah.
blunt instrument.
Well, if I'm lying on my back, I can't exactly draw a weapon, so I'm guessing. How would I go about attacking her, but literally by just grabbing her by the throat and trying to squeeze the life out of her?
Well, you are 7 foot tall, so you could probably reach her anyway. She's a stooped, wizened old crow.
Do I need to make an attack roll first, or just roll for strength, or what? I don't really understand how that would work.
Well, it'd be an opposed strength check, I suppose, if you want to try and strangle her. What
Okay,
are you looking to achieve? You just want to.
Well, I'll reach out the throat and then just strangle her, but I don't know how much damage that would do or anything.
I'll tell you what, introducing asphyxiation to this bludgeoning damage is a bit kinky.
So, what, roll for strength and see what we get to?
Yeah, let's do an opposed strength check first.
Okay.
11 for me.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you're no match for this old chick.
Apparently not.
Not in your current form with your rational.
I always seem to fail strength checks. Oh god, I can't really draw my axe because I think my axe is attached to my back, so I'm kind of just lying there and not being able to do anything.
Oh,
I'm going to try and surprise her a little bit because I can do it at any time. I'm going to drop the minor illusion.
oh. So she's quite taken aback by the image of this great big. Well, actually, it shrinks a little bit because Great Orphy was quite a size himself, and so the Rogar's image is possibly slightly smaller. And she's a bit shocked, but she's been around a few years and she's seen a few things. A giant scaly dragon trying to show her the underneath of his kilt is not the only thing that's surprised her. Krug.
Okay, that's right.
Is that an axe in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me, young
Yeah.
dragon?
My, what big scales you have.
Indeed.
Krug will take a swing with his halberd.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
And he will attack with these. Does he attack or does he?
That's only on a hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Struggling to hear what you're saying. Don't think anyone else is.
So I'm mumbling.
That's all right. You mumble away.
He will actually rage. Krug will rage. And that would be my turn.
Okay. So Bird Drug, even, is the name of this old leather-skinned shaman, and she's going to turn around and cast Command on Grug. Let me just put it on the thing. There we go. So you need to make a save of some sort of thing. Wisdom saving throw. If I can find my bloody. Right, okay. You need to make a DC 11 saving throw.
Who's that? Sorry?
You.
Me?
You.
What's the saving throw again?
Wisdom.
Sorry, we got. I think someone's left their child at home by itself. Yeah, no, I got 6.
In that case, she issues the command grovel.
Okay.
So you drop whatever you're doing, and there we go. Yeah. So you fall prone.
Not yet.
And you end your turn. So once it starts.
On your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is her go.
Damn it, I'm gonna lose my rage.
Well, you've not done it yet, so let's see what I can do. I'm definitely not going to do that. I just looked at my spell list and saw Shatter. Definitely not a good choice. I'll tell you what, no, I'm gonna believe in my dexterous abilities, and I'm going to poke her in the eye.
Okay.
With what exactly?
That's a good hit.
For 7 pokey damage.
7 damage. Very good.
And I'm then going to issue another Bardic Inspiration die as a bonus action. And I'm going to give this one to Rogar.
Oh. Rogar!
Oh.
And it is now Rogar's turn, I believe.
Oh. I'm going into a frenzy because I'm fed up with sucking at all my rolls. So I'm going to get up off this bed thing. I'm guessing her back's to me now. And my axe is coming out. No? Nothing? Okay. So here we go.
Oh, critical hit.
I don't really need to use my rage anymore, do I? I'm going to.
Oh.
Yeah.
28.
Bloody hell. So how does she die?
The axe is going right between her shoulder blades. And then being dragged downwards towards the base of her spine.
Well, it was a long time coming, but it shook her to the core when it came. And then there was your hit.
Yeah.
Wow. You smashed the granny out of her, as they say. I don't know if they say that in Cornwall, but that's what they say around here. She is goner. And you are alone again in the chamber.
And all of a sudden, Krug drops his weapon and lies on the floor.
Yeah.
I just look down and go, what are you doing?
How's
Really
that?
from that brutal display.
Just like really pathetically, you reached up to try and strangle her. That failed, so you just smashed and obliterated it.
Yep. That's where we roll.
So if you stuck the great axe in between her shoulders and then went all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Legs go all the way out there.
Yes. I reckon she's rotten like an apple inside.
Oh yes. I'll knowing what these orc shamans are like, I'll have a quick moochie through the body.
Oh yeah. So Krug can get off the floor grovelling. Well, I don't suppose you probably didn't start just yet, but you were starting to feel a bit woozy, I'd imagine, in her presence.
I certainly was.
Okay, yeah. Give us an investigation check then, I guess.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Okay. Yeah. So you find on her person, she's carrying 2 small leather pouches amongst her clutter, and in each is 160 silver pieces. That's probably why she was stooped so low, I guess.
So 320.
Yeah. She also has 3 flasks of alchemist's fire.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attach them to my belt, and I'm gonna look at you, the barbarians, and go, "This isn't what you want to be using."
You can take it.
They are in the SRD if you want to.
Yeah, I know what they do.
Yeah, cool. I'll just remind myself. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool.
2 seconds. I need a quick. What's the loot?
Okay. Do you want to? Anyone else?
We all
come
do
for a break
that.
quickly?
Yeah. Yeah, quick wee.
Let me try and pause my doodah. I've changed the button, so hopefully I can pause it properly now. F3. Right, we're unpaused. We're back in the room. Yeah. So I managed to cut out the long breaks by altering the pause button. Anyway, so
His son's name was Blanket.
son's name was Blanket.
I called myself blanket because I put a motherfucking blanket on his head.
We were just discussing the child that Michael Jackson hung out of a window. For those of you who have just rejoined us and wonder what the chuff we're talking about, we can't remember the kid's name or what country it happened in, but send your answers on a postcard.
If anyone knows, please post in the comments below.
Yeah, do that. It's probably faster than sending it on a postcard, isn't it? Since it's not 1983 anymore.
Send
That's
your
interesting.
answers on a postcard to the PO box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how mail's going to work to Europe once Brexit happens.
I don't think much will change if I'm honest. But then what do I know?
You know your leave's been cancelled.
Yeah, that was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? I'm not allowed to talk about it because I'm a civil servant and I could get sacked. I'm not allowed a political opinion. I have to endorse whatever the current government's stance is. So I think we've got a robust strategy and everything will be fine.
Can you roll for deception, please, Ollie? Anyway, back in the room.
Oh.
Yes.
That just about sums it up. I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't mind having my leave cancelled.
Can you roll for deception?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to look at the two barbarians and go, are we going to clear the ones by the main door or just crack on? I think that there's merit in it.
Krug looks at Rogar as he took initiative all the way through that.
I'm just going to nod. Killing sounds fun.
Killing is my business and business is good.
There's only one problem. If we go to the main door and start killing, we're just going to have another session where we haven't really achieved anything.
How many did he actually say he took again?
But there was only 8 left.
Does that
Did he say 8 and the shaman or 8 including the shaman?
He didn't say, but I'm guessing if 8 were left, I'm going to say there's probably about 4 of them at the door.
I'd say 4 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, I think we can deal with them.
We can do. I just think it's a waste of time. If they're at the door, at least they're occupied for now. But if the majority of the city is going to the door, we'll go to the door.
Krug walks over to both the chief and the shaman and starts chopping off their heads.
I've already got the chief's head.
So that was nailed to the door or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, I just took Ulfie's head if we needed it for leverage later on.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I think this might be the best time for it. Take the shaman and go around so we can scaremonger them and see if one of us can sort of try and become chief of this clan. It might be easier. It might not. It might be able to scare you 1 or 2 off.
What if we put the heads on top of our heads and wear them like hats?
Let's leather face it.
Let's make it like a Michael Myers mask.
It is October the 30th after all.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's skin them and put them on our faces.
Yeah, and while they're doing that, I've walked down the stairs and I'm having a little look up and down the corridor.
Okay, let me do a bit of revelation. There you go.
Do you sort out the camera work? Because it seems to be working right for me now.
Hey?
The, not fog of war, what's the other one called?
Dynamic lighting?
Yeah. Play with that.
I've not, because I don't think it's anything I can do anything about at my end, if you see what I'm saying. Oh, hold on.
Just from that conversation on the forum, it just seemed like... I don't know, but...
The only problem with dynamic lighting is it really lags Roll20 a bit.
Yeah, it does. Alright. How long does it take us to actually skin the heads?
How long's a what?
How long does it take us to skin the heads?
I'm
I'm going all in on this.
Yeah. Well, in that case, you better give us a nature check then, since it's closely related to skinning rabbits.
Survival?
Could be survival, couldn't it? I like to think he skins rabbits in a vegan type way.
What, with a piece of celery?
Yeah. So, well, you're clearly adept at skinning rabbits. So I wouldn't have thought it'd take you more than 15 minutes to, Krug a little bit longer. So sort of 15 to 20 minutes for the two of you to to
Oh.
unwrap the skull, so to speak.
But what are we doing? Are we going to the front door then, or are we going off?
So,
Well, while you're skinning, I'm exploring to try and get an idea of remaining orc locations.
let me read
and
you
numbers.
some stuff, Mathelin. So, at the end of the passage stands a statue of a fierce-looking dwarf in heavy mail armour. The stone warrior holds a sword in one hand and a smith's hammer in the other. The statue is about 7 feet tall and stands on a large stone pedestal. Suddenly, you feel a small click from the floor beneath your feet. The statue's bearded face slides open, like an
A duck.
oversized nutcracker,
Yeah, a duck.
and greenish gas billows forth. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Oh, you made it, Mama Jummer. So, with ninja-like skill, you managed to jump back round the corner to somewhere like here, I would assume. And
I laid down because the gas rises and held my breath.
Okay. In doing so, you managed to avoid a poisoned gas that is emitted from this dwarf's nutcracker-style face.
And once the gas dissipates, I go, "Bah! Fucking short people."
In case you were wondering, this here is a door to a room.
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah.
In fact, do I have? I don't have that spell. Yeah. Bearing in mind that would have taken me about 30 seconds to get up there, so you're still skidding away, you bastards. I'm going to have another closer look at the statue.
Okay, then if you'd like to give me a perception check.
I will give you a perception roll.
Yeah, it's a statue of a dwarf.
Is it? with its mouth open.
With its not yet, but after a minute, when it resets, it may well do.
Okay. I don't know that, so I'm going to listen in at the door.
Okay. You hear nothing. I won't make you roll to hear nothing because you hear nothing.
Okay. I'm just going to try and open the door then.
Okay.
You realise the orcs were all assigned to the front door, right?
Yeah,
Now.
I'm not sure which way that was. So.
There we go.
Ah, chambers. I'm going to jump in.
Yes. Good.
Close the door behind me.
Okay. And I can tell you this chamber is filled with rough-hewn bunks, tables and chairs, and the floor is strewn with filthy pelts. And it was full of orcs, but they've all gone with old Yarrick, who was knocking on the door earlier.
Okay.
So it looks like it's an orcs dormitory, basically.
Yeah, I thought so. I'll check a few chests, see if there's any boxes about.
Okay, let's have a perception check.
Ooh, that's a bit better.
That's not too bad. Okay, so with a score of 14, I can tell you that the check reveals a loose stone in the south wall, concealing a sack that holds 250 silver pieces and 40 gold pieces. Aside from this, a potion of healing, and old Yarrick keeps his personal treasure. So yeah, that's old Yarrick's personal treasure. Yeah.
So 40 gold, potion of healing, and how much silver?
250.
Nice. I'll pocket it all for now. Come back to the door, open the door, and curious about the dwarven statue. I'm going to run quickly that way.
Okay. Give us a Dex save.
Dex save. Oh, I'm not very dexterous.
That's all right. That's all right to skip past the statue quick enough.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So, come into the room.
So I take it he's been about 15 minutes searching through all of that plot by now.
Yeah, I reckon you're pretty much got your Halloween costume sorted by now.
As he walks in, he sees Krug just trying to fit this skin over his head. Flips on and turns around and looks at him and gives him a wink.
Quite a horrific sight, I should think.
We go now?
Yeah, let's.
Move out.
I don't know if any of you want it. I found this potion. I know it's a healing potion.
Hold on. Has anyone got good medicine? I've got 0.
I've got 0 as well.
I've got 4.
There you go.
Keep it.
I've also got healing word.
That's right, you can keep it.
So I stick that on my belt loop as well. So I go alchemist, healing potion. So don't try and shove the alchemist fire down their throat because they won't like it. Right. Okay. Yes. Alchemist, healing. Alchemist. Yes. Got it.
Do we want a march in order in case we run into these orcs that we know are still here somewhere?
I also say to them, if you see any dwarven statues or anything of the sort, be careful because there's traps in this place.
Krug, no worry. He got skin up power.
Yeah. I think the gas still goes through your skin.
We'll see, little one.
Alright.
After you.
Brave Krug can move up.
So there's a door at this end of the corridor.
Are we just making our way back to the main door where we initially came in?
Yeah, I think that's where we go. That's where we was going.
Yeah, we will.
Down that way.
Yeah.
Down.
We reveal some stuff as you go. I've fogged it all up again, see?
I think we've already been this way.
Fogging hell, Ollie.
Uh-huh.
And it was down that way.
And to the left.
Do you want the descriptions again as you go?
Nah.
You sure?
Well, you can describe it if you like.
It's my only role in life.
Okay, re-immerse us.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. See, you're with the program. Right. So that large area with all the crates that you're kind of in. Haphazard stacks of crates, barrels, sacks, and bundles crowd this long cavern. To the north, 2 finished stone passageways open to the east and west. A narrow opening leads south. In the southeast corner, an old well full of murky water. Yes.
I think we found some money in that well, if I remember right.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't, but someone did.
That away.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to remember looking into it and being told it was definitely a well.
Yeah.
Seem to remember that.
I think that's the same way I looked at the statue and went, it's definitely a statue.
Yeah. I think it was over that way, Tom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because then we got the bridge in the next room. And like, yeah.
I can just about hear you, Tom. I can hear you.
So we've got the bridge in the next room.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next room is. So we have a. What's the game plan then?
I think we just need to walk up to wherever these orcs are and just go boo. And they'll look at us with these skins on our faces and hopefully run straight into the ravine.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that again?
Well, no, they're going to be further on, aren't they? They're going to be by the main door, which is through there.
Are they going to be there?
No, that's not the main door, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main door.
Let's open this door and just see where they are. If they're there,
Well,
if they're there, then we'll fight them.
yeah.
If they're out there, then we can probably see if we can sneak across and just bar the door.
Listen through the door.
Okay. Listening through the door, you hear nothing other than the whistle of the wind coming from this huge crack in the ground.
Nice crack.
Maybe Mafflin needs to sneak across there and bar that door.
Very carefully. Croc's gonna go out. Have a look. See what he can see.
He can see no more than you can see on the map. Certainly can't see anybody. You can't see any orcs or anything. You can see the braziers are lit and the doors are open.
Maybe he did take them all then.
Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna stroll across there and I'm gonna shut and bar that door then. So they can't get back in. Right, is there anything to stroll across the bridge or am I alright? Okay.
The bridge has been repaired from when you had your battle. One of the orcs, if you remember, cut one of the ropes, but it's been tied back together.
Alright, well I'll go over there and I'm just gonna bar this door then. So
Yeah.
they can't get back in.
Okay, so yeah, you can shut that door easily enough.
Oh, was there a log there that we could use to bar it with?
I can find a picture of one. That picture of the door there is on the map. I can't do anything about that, but
No, I seem to remember the orcs had like the old-fashioned medieval thing where they put a wooden beam across it so that
They
it's
did.
hard to get back in.
I'm going to type in log and see what comes up. I'll probably regret this.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And I'll come back across here, and as an extra safety measure, if everyone's happy with it, I'm gonna cut these ropes and the bridge walls down.
I'd rather you didn't, because we don't know if there's another way out.
We do know there's another way out. There is another way out. We did discover last time there was another way out.
Yes, but didn't they say that that was a corridor that was collapsed and caved in with like hundreds of meters of rubble and it's not really usable?
I don't know, Mr. DM, can you tell us?
well, what's your question?
The alternate entrance to this this fortress, was it passable or not? There was a secondary hill that had smoke rising from it.
As far as I
there's no-
remember, yeah, you were. Oh, well, the smoke was coming from the fire, which was in the kitchen, which you've seen.
And we can get in and out of that.
Well, no, because it's a shaft straight up. You can climb. Well, I suppose you could climb out of it, yeah.
How wide's the shaft?
I'm just thinking if we cut this bridge and destroy it, as long as they are outside of that door, we're perfectly safe. We can just roam freely.
Because there was definitely the talk of a tunnel, but that had been filled in and
There was.
was unusable.
That was
Your recollection of the information was correct.
wasn't it there?
If there's a chimney shaft, then we could just use that to escape.
So originally the orcs took this citadel because they dug a tunnel into the side of it and attacked through it. once they'd defeated the dwarves and taken over ownership, they filled that tunnel in with rubble and crud and everything else. But there was smoke coming out of here, and the smoke comes from the fire. You can see it down in the bottom right-hand corner. There's a fire. I'm just pinging it now.
Yeah.
So that the smoke from that fire rises up through a fissure in the rocks and comes out from sort of a second peak a little bit further away. It is big enough for a player character to ascend or descend, but it's not an easy climb.
Okay. Well, considering what dwarves were like, there's probably other entrances and exits further on. So we know there's a way out if push comes to shove. So yeah, go for it.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to cut the ropes and let the bridge collapse into
the abyss. So if you cut the ropes this end, I guess it would just swing down, wouldn't it?
It would, so it'd swing down and lie against the wall on the opposite side, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, side of the door.
I won't make you roll to hit and damage and all that jazz because you've got all the time in the world and you do it eventually. So you can cut through that without a problem. Yeah. So that bridge is now no good.
Oh, let's hope we can climb up that shaft.
You want to climb a shaft?
But no,
Welcome to Innuendo D&D.
Alright, now we can go exploring.
I don't know if you want to give us a quick perception check just before you wander off.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe as a group, you can all do it if you like.
What am I trying to perceive now?
Or one of you.
No, definitely a group.
Oh, wow.
21,
See what I've seen?
27, 39. That's an average of 13, Ollie.
So you all, you know, sometimes when you thought you heard something or you thought you saw something, you all kind of get the feeling that you thought you heard something and you thought you saw something. In the back of your mind, you thought you heard the word "my precious," and and you think you may have seen a pair of eyes deep down in the dark of the bottom of the abyss.
Father, is that you?
And that's it.
Right, my precious means something to me. Because I don't know if Ollie read that or not.
Oh, is it on your related to your character somehow?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Ah, yeah. Very good.
My precious.
Precious.
Maybe we should stay close from now on.
I pull out my pull out a flute.
Crikey. You know what happened when Rogar pulled out his flute or tried to?
Yeah. So I'm going to start walking back, blowing a tune.
Cool.
I think we need to, well, the only place we can seem to go on the ping it is up that top right corner there.
There's a few areas actually. We've got here.
I think we didn't do all this bottom bit.
No, we went down into that bit that you're pinging that was a dead end, I think.
And I thought this was
Have we done here?
I don't think we can't get through there because it's blocked off.
Well, no, there's rubble there. Doesn't mean we can't climb it.
Oh, true.
And there's a door up here.
Yeah, that's the door I was pinging.
I was like, maybe try this way first.
I mean, the door's nearest, firstly. And actually, there's no... If someone was to try and climb over there to come to us, we'd probably hear it.
Alright, let's head to the door then. But I think we should stay in a close formation just to... Anything is lurking around.
Oh, go up to here. Okay. Still on your flute?
Yeah, I'm confident that there's not much about, so I'm still blowing a merry tune.
Okay. So, in front of you is a door. Are you walking in, or do you want to listen, or what do you want to do?
Have a listen.
Yeah, let's open the door. Barbarian, not doing this thing.
Going straight in for the kill. Okay.
What I'm going to do, though, is they're opening the door. Bearing in mind they're wearing the face of a shaman
Yes.
and the face of the Ulfi, is I'm going to turn the flute into really dark, melodic music.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Very good.
Like metal flute playing.
That certainly works. They may well get advantage for something they want to do. So there we go. And it says, barrels, crates and sacks line the walls of this chamber. Among the loot, 4 oversized straw pallets and other simple furnishings show that it now serves as a bunk room. 2 bestial humanoids with feral eyes are cleaning their weapons and mending their gear. They spring to their feet and roar in challenge, but they don't, because they shit themselves, because you're wearing the face of the shaman and Great Ulfi, but clearly your bodies don't match your masks, and the masks are kind of swollen a little bit where they've been pulled over the top of yours. So,
and there's some really dark sounds being played from behind them.
Yeah, so they grab their weapons, shit themselves, and jump up on the bunks in the corner. Oh, get away! Who the hell are you?
It's gonna shower the meat your maker.
Whoa, wait! Don't hurt us!
How do you measure up?
I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna say, "Back, you beast, back!" And I whisper to these two, "Take a step back." Back, I say, back.
Like, do you have to sound so gay?
And these two sort of are climbing as far up into the corner of the room as they can. We're getting back, we're getting back!
You see, I have these under my control.
Yeah.
Yes. What are you doing here still?
Well, what do you mean?
Wasn't everyone sent out to find more man flesh?
Yeah, but we got a letter from the shaman, look! And it holds up this dirty bit of rag.
And I turn round to the shaman and go, "Did you write him that?"
We've both got athlete's foot. We're excused from patrolling duties.
Tell them to jump into the pit.
Yeah. The shaman says to cure athlete's foot, you have to jump into the pit.
What pit?
The one
I'm
back over by the main door.
I'm not going near the shaman's pit again.
What weapons are they carrying?
They've got a great axe and a javelin.
Tell them
Okay.
to drop them.
Yeah. Lower your weapons, or I
Yeah.
will set these beasts on you.
They just throw them on the floor straight away.
Good.
I'm gonna barge my way in quickly and say, jump into the pit by the bridge, or you'll die here now.
Wait. I'm going to walk up, grab their weapons. You won't be needing these fellas. That's one set of weapons. Wait a minute. Grab them. Take them back, so they're now completely unarmed, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Get them, boys!
Get away. Chaos. We need to roll for initiative then, do we?
Poor bastards.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to roll for initiative. I think they would get hammered pretty
I
easily.
think they'd probably fucking die a heart attack before you got close to them.
I think to be honest, they would both shut their eyes and put their head between their legs and just wait
Kiss
for the
their
end.
ass goodbye.
I'll take
Right, in fact, before they die. So, you stayed back because of Athlete's Foot?
Yes,
Who else is left here?
I don't know. We ain't been out of here. We ain't been out of the room for 4 days.
Where's the shaman live?
In her cabin, in her thing, in her room,
Where?
down in the bottom corner.
Down there. Okay.
I was going to press myself up to this bloke here and say, "Do you want to see my rash?"
Have you got Athlete's Foot too?
I've got worse than that.
Yeah.
Krug turns back to Methellan and says, "Master, can I take this one's head as a fuck it. Can I take his head as a souvenir?"
I look at the first. I'm guessing they're orcs. Look at the other orc, and then go. It's unfortunate you were left here. Get them, my pretties.
As Krug was stumbling to get his words out, his sort of face mask slips a little bit. Ends up looking even more scary than he was in the first place because the eyes don't line up and the cheeks sort of moving.
In fact, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Just to add to the effect. Tendrils are now coming out of the side of Krug's head.
There is actually a yellow liquid forming a puddle on the floor around each of these orcs at the moment. It smells quite strongly of sugar puffs for some inexplicable reason.
You need to drink more water, precious.
Yeah.
Guys, put them out of the misery.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my axe and try and run it across his throat. Hopefully, it'll be doing enough damage.
Yeah.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
they're gone. They're coup de grace, you can have that.
Krug
not-
pulls back
They're
his
not
head.
in a position to put up any kind of meaningful resistance.
Fuck yeah.
We just do this often. Just remember to kill the first boss you can and wear their face.
It's not a bad tactic.
It seems to work quite well.
I'll tell you what, the dark sounds probably really added to the effect and all.
Well, it was certainly going to give you advantage for that, but you didn't. I don't think you needed it in the end.
At which point, I'm going to walk up to Krug and I'm going to realign the mask so he can actually see where he's going.
Yeah.
Long barbarian.
Hang on, no, there's a spike there. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I think at one point there was a small tusk protruding from the mask's cheek.
Nice. I think we'll have a quick look around this room.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, find a bit.
Perception.
Where are we? Number 11. Yeah, give us a perception check.
Oh, that'd be good enough. I think that's good enough.
Yeah. So, supplies stockpiled here are the same as those in other areas. The orcs have got 210 gold pieces stashed in an old iron cauldron
10 gold. Nice.
under vermin-infested bedding. Small pouch in another orc's bedding contains a topaz worth 200 gold pieces and 2 onyx stones worth 50 gold pieces each. Yeah. That's it.
Nice. Well, whatever happens from this, we'll be fed and housed for a few months at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so the shaman seems to have come from the chamber just directly below the well then.
Did we actually explore that last time?
I thought we did, but apparently we didn't. Because otherwise we would have discovered the chamber, surely. I thought we explored all of those lower chambers.
You did, but I seem to remember your perception rolls being particularly crap.
It might be worth going down there and see if there's anything else we can loot from there before we move on, because the only other place we can go is that scramble over the furniture there into whatever's beyond it.
Yeah, let's go back down to the shaman's room.
Yep.
Time hop.
Good to me.
Okay. So, let me find a bit of the well. So yeah, there's a. Oh, you're down there, right? Okay.
But even if we have crap perception, how do we not come across the shaman in the chamber's chamber?
Might be a hidden door.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, yeah, so I will need a.
Because he did say we heard a door shut when we called for the shaman, didn't he?
It did, yeah. Right, yeah. So, wisdom perception check to search this area. If you're all searching it together, you can have advantage if you like.
Well, I've just rolled 17 without. I'll do another one anyway.
17's good.
Okay, I'll crit it.
I've got 8. I was better off not using advantage.
Yeah. So the
24.
So the southwest branch, which I guess is, yeah, I suppose it would be. Southwest branch connects to. Yeah, hold on.
Southwest branch is here, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in the
Yeah,
southeast.
so they're saying this branch here. Oh, flipping hell! I keep putting my point on different things. So this branch here connects to Area 5, which you've been to, which is this large area where the prisoners were. And the southeast one here, where you're now standing, leads to a secret door, cleverly constructed to blend into the natural rock of the cave. And so you have found a secret door.
Push it open?
Yes.
Or is this another door that we're going to have to try and force our way through?
No. It opens and it leads into Area 9 here.
Sweet.
I'm not walking down that corridor though. I'm going to, before I do anything.
I'm going to walk down, but I'm not playing my loot this time.
Well, I was going to say do a perception check for traps, but since you've gone ahead, then...
Bearing in mind, they walk up. I suppose they walk past the dwarven statue as well.
It's a secret door.
Yeah, well, I've walked down. I'm a bit stupid.
So it's all quiet. All seems quiet. It leads into this room here. Bada bing.
I phased through the wall.
Yeah, I don't know why it blocks it like that. I suppose so the map don't give it away or something.
Possibly.
I assume that's why it does it. So this is the shaman's lair. Secret door pivots open to reveal the chamber of finished stonework. The room is cluttered with crude furnishings, and the air is hazy with smoke of a small cooking fire. Dozens of yellowed skulls are suspended from the ceiling by fraying ropes strung through holes punched in the bone. An orc. Oh no, she's not there anymore. So no. Yeah. So the room is now empty. And Krug, you look like you're home since you're wearing the shaman's face.
Yeah. I think we'll have a gander at this room as well. What do you reckon, peeps?
Yeah. So that's your standard perception check.
Is everyone looking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to investigate. I'm going to do an investigation roll when you're ready, Ollie. I just want to know about the door that I'm at and what I can hear beyond it.
Okay. Right, so you can't hear anything particularly beyond it, but you know how some sounds give you an idea of the size of an area?
Yeah.
The sound that you can hear is quite echoey, so whatever's on the other side sounds to be quite a large chamber, but there's no distinct noises in it. If that helps. And you guys search in the room. Yeah. So you all pass a check. So you find 2 leather sacks among the clutter, each containing 160 silver pieces.
I don't think we do, Ollie. That's exactly the same loot that was on her body, so I'm guessing that doesn't actually exist.
Oh, I've already given it to you, haven't I? Because she didn't have any. Well, it didn't specify if it was on her or in the room. It just says treasure.
Okay.
So yeah, you got the treasure when you defeated her. You should have defeated her. You would have defeated her in her room, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to take double the treasure, so I thought it'd be fair.
This room you're in, possibly you wouldn't have discovered. So I gave you the treasure when you beat her.
Can I just ask a Roll20 question?
Go on.
3 icons with numbers above your head. One is health, one is armor class. What's the green one in the middle?
I've done it as passive perception.
Okay.
When you set it up on Roll20, I think normally the green one is your health and the blue one's your armor class and the red one's just empty. I think. But yeah, I use the green one for passive perception just so that I can roll stealth checks for baddies and see what your passive perception is. I don't know. The DM that taught me how to play always used to want to know what our passive perception was before every game. And I sort of got in the same habit, although I've never really used it particularly.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I've used it a couple of times myself. Just so I know if someone might automatically notice something or not.
Cool.
So there we go.
Are you just going to stand there and admire the stonework, or are you going to open that door?
Feel free.
Open the door.
Okay.
You're meant to be a big, brave barbarian.
Oh, bloody hell. It's really frustrating having to flick between revealing area and Doodah. Anyway.
Ooh.
Brave and alive, falling and dead.
So, this is area number 10, and it's called the Grand Stair. The ceiling soars 30 feet high in the centre of this impressive chamber, and the walls are carved with images of dwarves and their forges. 2 large stone doors exit to the north and south, although you're standing in the southern door. So this is written in the perspective of you being up here. Oh, fuck's sake! Excuse me. So it's assuming that you're standing here, but it doesn't matter too much. So you're standing in the southernmost door anyway. Several old skeletons lie scattered near the northern door. A gate wrought of iron stands in the western wall, which is where it assumes you're standing. Sorry? Yes.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm still on Roll20. It just came up saying you've had a connection error.
I can see you and I can hear you and I can see your video face moving.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, don't want to interrupt you.
That's right. In the centre of the floor, a natural rift descends sharply. Dozens of stone steps lead down into the darkness. You can hear the distant sound of running water and a curious buzzing coming from far below.
Cool.
Well, I'm going to mosey on in. Blah, 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 blah.
What I should do is hold my book up and then you won't see my head, see?
I'm going to investigate this staircase. Just if there's any traps or anything on it which we need to know about before we proceed to descend.
Okay. You can't spot any obvious traps. As we said, there's a doorway that you've come from, another doorway up here. You've got the iron door here, and there's numerous skeletons lying around.
Should we have a little look at this doorway at the top here a bit to see what's beyond that before we proceed downwards? Because it could be something useful in there.
Alright. Krug just walks up to the door, just opens it straight away.
Oh, okay. So if you can make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, damn it, I wish I didn't say that. See.
Aha, very good. So you managed to dodge out of the way. So this door is carved with a relief of a dwarf, and as you open it, you hear a counterweight click behind, and 4 spouts that are built into the stonework of the door spurt fire out at you, but you manage to dodge out of the way. The door swings shut again.
Oh, what you done?
Do you want to come and try this door?
What you done?
Nothing.
Did I see anything? What just happened?
Nothing. Door's friendly though, you can try it.
Don't give me that. I see dex rolls. Really stupid.
Was there obvious points at which the flames spouted from?
Yes, you can see 4 or 5 holes in the brickwork. Having seen this flame spurting out, it's quite clear that it came from there.
Would it be feasible to take some of the leg bones and arm bones and any other bones from these skeletons and plug those holes and have them plugged sufficiently that we can open the door?
Oh, you can give it a go.
I'm gonna.
What do you want me to roll for that?
I'm just trying to see what sort of a check closest resembles crafting of some sort.
It'd be brute strength, wouldn't it, if you're just jamming it in?
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a skill check to make things, wouldn't you? Like a construction check. Give us a construction check.
There is. It's part of the tools, isn't it? It's part of the tools stuff.
Yeah. Have you got? You probably haven't got any tools, have you? I mean, being a dragonborn, he can probably just gnaw the bones into.
Oh, well, it'd be a survival check, wouldn't it? 'Cause
yeah. Or possibly an intelligence check to see how.
All right, I'll give you an intelligence check.
Yeah.
What's the circumference of one of these holes?
Oh, I'd say maybe 25 millimeters.
How's that for you?
Pretty damn good.
Stick a finger in it.
Well, no, I was thinking about popping the orc's head on the end of it. Sort of try and get like the vertebrae of the neck bone in it.
Well, I'm going to give my intelligence check. I'm going to sort of instruct you two to gather up some bones, and we're going to jam them into these holes so we stop the flames.
Yeah,
Right,
Rogar is successfully
actually
whittling
happened?
a femur to fit the hole.
It's I opened the door and it spurted fire.
What, through the door?
Yeah, sort of. It's I heard like a couple clicks and all of a sudden it just burst out in flames.
Okay.
Was it out the motive?
I'm going to investigate the door.
What's that music?
Oh, wifey's gone to bed, so she's put Roseanne on.
Ah, I see. You're going to investigate the door. Oh, yeah, okay. So, that's a good one. Yeah, so you're pretty switched on about this kind of a trap. So, you examining the door and the little holes, you can see that it's obviously a fire trap, and you've deduced there's a mechanism behind the door that's kind of weight activated as you open and shut the doors. It's the trigger that activates the alchemist fire that spurts from the holes, burning everybody.
Holes are now plugged.
It does say here that a dexterity check using thieves' tools could be used to tightly bung the holes with a durable material. But I think your intelligence check has probably covered that.
So can I just open the door?
You can give it a go.
I'm going to open the door.
The door opens. The trap clicks. The bones shake a little bit in the hole, but they seem to hold the pressure of the flames from within. Let me reveal the area. Ba-da!
Well, it's obviously a room worth investigating, isn't it?
Okay. So, investigation. So, you inspect the room. You can see quite clearly there's two 20-gallon copper drums containing the liquid that's used to set off the fire trap. And that is all that's in the room.
We're taking that.
The room is empty, other than this trap. I think it's
We're taking that fluid.
what, 20 gallons worth? 40 gallons of highly flammable liquid.
Well, I'll take one of them. How much does it weigh?
Well, 20 gallons, I imagine. I can't remember how much a gallon is now, but that's, isn't it 5 litres?
Yeah, 5 litres.
It's one gallon is 5 litres, and there's 20 gallons. That's about like 50 milk bottles worth.
I'm trying to think how much I can carry before I become encumbered.
Well, it depends on the fluid, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you think a litre is a kilo, actually, I see what you're saying.
Because actually, a US gallon is 3.78 kilos, which isn't a lot of water. But bear in mind, this is alchemist fire, which is going to be thicker, more dense.
I would imagine it's to be likened to diesel or something, petrol, something like
All I'm thinking is
I'm thinking more like napalm.
that. Well, basically, it is napalm, yeah.
I mean, you could carry it, but the container itself is going to be fairly heavy as well.
Well, they're copper,
I mean, it's
copper's
yeah.
fair weight, isn't it?
okay. Well, has
I mean,
anyone got
it's
any-
like a 20 in fact, is it 20 litres?
You're
Fuel
looking
can
at-
you get?
They're two. Okay, mate.
has anyone got any empty flasks available?
We've got 3 alchemist fires already.
I was only thinking. I'm sure I read I can modify my breath weapon if I have the right materials, so I could potentially use that to breathe flames or ice. But if you've already got this chemical on you,
Yeah, I've got 3
Big.
vials of it.
well, in that case, it needs to be, then I could use. Yeah, right. I was just literally thinking of weaponry for later.
Yeah, I mean, have we... Right, very quick, I'm going to go all the way down here, back into the shaman's room. I am looking for containers and vials.
There's it's chock full of them. This is a shaman's bedroom. She's got vials and containers full of all sorts.
Yeah, I'll grab another 3 vials.
Okay.
So come back up here. Say, oh, is this what you're looking for?
Okay.
And then I give you the vials, and because he wants to start messing about with it, I'm moving back.
Yeah. So, are you wanting to make some alchemist fire for yourself at this point, or?
Well, I just want to take the material that's in the barrel. I'm not fussed about turning it into anything.
So
I just want to take-
this is highly volatile liquid we're talking about. So
are you going to take the lid off?
by all means, you can decant it into these 3 vials, but the caveat would be roll a d20. 1 to 10 is going to explode in your face, and 11 to 20, and you can successfully fill your boots, so to speak.
That's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? 50-50.
50-50. Can't say fairer than that. I think Dougie's hit the nail on the head there. Make sure your mobile phone's turned off.
Can I attempt to make it less volatile by freezing it first?
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Yeah, I'll give you better odds if you.
How are you going to decant it if it's frozen?
Well, not necessarily freeze it, but cool it enough that it's less deadly.
Well, I'm not an expert on chemistry, but I'll give you 1 to 8 and it explodes.
Can I just pose a brief question? Is it worth it?
9 to 20 and you're okay.
I don't think, ultimately, breathing fire makes a lot of difference to breathing ice. We'll just check.
Mathala would call out and go, exposure to air is what ignites it, so don't take the fucking lid off.
See, I'm not too sure on the modification. I'll have to look it up for the next game, but there are 3 outcomes for a fire weapon from me. Only one of them is better, so 1 out of 3 is better. So
Are the other 2
the other 2
worse?
Are they detrimental or?
the same effect as my current breath weapon.
So whatever happens, you're not any worse off.
No, I'm not any better off.
Pardon?
There's 3 fire breaths. 2 of them are the same as what I can already do with my ancestry, which is cold air.
Yep.
And the other fire one gives me a 30-foot line of attack rather than a 15-foot coat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you either do the same or better. So you're no worse off.
I'm no worse off, but is it worth the risk of blowing myself up for a 1 in 3? You know what I mean? Even a barbarian can tell that it's not even worth it. Ollie's waiting for me to kill myself.
I've told you, I've given you all the facts. What you decide to do with them is up to you.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
Just very quickly, Ollie.
Uh-huh.
How well lit is it down here?
Down the stairs, it
No,
goes
just
into
in these caverns in general.
it goes into a relative darkness, but you can see a kind of a glowing coming from near the bottom.
Oh, right, because I am aware that Dragonborn don't have dark vision.
I do not have that. I am carrying a torch, though, if you remember from game 1. We just gave up on it because of the
Flemical.
difficulties.
He is. Which makes sneaking up on people quite tricky.
It does. Also,
Good to tie a rope around my neck and leave me.
just something to be aware of, Rogar. Great axes are 2-handed weapons.
Yes. Oh, and I'm carrying a torch.
So, what I am going to do for you, my friend, is it's the same sort of effect, but not as... I'm going to cast that on your great axe.
Oh, for an hour.
Ideal.
It's got a shiny chopper.
A firefly or a phosphorescent moss.
Yeah. Or I can have a arcane focus that doesn't actually need a piece of material now.
Ideal.
Yes.
This is something we overlooked, wasn't it? I can't carry an axe and a torch.
So are you going for the experiment or not?
No, not going to risk it.
You're going down this hole.
No balls.
So,
Oh, I'll go open it up then, but you're going to stand next to me.
due to your escapades, discussions, and various noise making, you did unfortunately awaken 4 stringes that were nesting in the high rafters of this 40-foot cavern.
Bloody sturges.
Yeah, if you'd been maybe a bit quieter, perhaps you'd avoided them. But they are going to try and chomp on you. Oh, bugger.
Bloody sturges.
So if you want,
Blood-sucking bastards.
oh, for God's
How long
sake,
does Bardic Inspiration last for?
10 minutes.
Oh, I can get rid of that then. You gave it to me earlier, but I've see.
Yep.
So,
so if you want to roll, I know some of you already have.
Thank you for turning up, Rogar.
oh, yeah, all right.
I actually played the game the other day where someone had a -1 initiative.
Oh, lovely. I don't think it's always a bad thing to go last. I don't subscribe to this, oh, I must go first thing. Sometimes it's handy to see how it's panning out and get an insight into what you're fighting, and there's numerous reasons why actually going first is a bad thing.
That's why I like my wizards to have low decks, because they do tend to go later.
Okay, Mathelin is up first. So these stringes at the moment are sort of swooping and ducking and diving around this hole that's disappearing down into the ground.
Yeah, no worries. So I'm going to move over here. Get out of the way, because I'm... In fact, am I? I can either end this very quickly or just drag it out a little bit.
But it's sturgeon rather than stringe. I don't know why I keep saying stringe.
Yeah.
There's people screaming at me down the interweb.
That's what I said, sturge.
You stupid English twit, they're sturges.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I am going to demonstrate my power, and centered there, I'm going to cast...
Oh, nice one.
So, a sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that must make a con saving throw, or take half as much
on a save.
On a failed, on a successful save.
So 1 failed and 3 saved.
So 10 damage, or depends on how you round it up or down. So it's either 19 or 9.
Okay. So which one do you want to be the one that failed? Or you're not first?
You choose.
Well, I think that's enough to kill them all by the look of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they all explode in a shards of... well, I don't know how you would describe their death. Perhaps you'd be more eloquent than me.
So all of a sudden there's this almighty boom, and it's interlaced with high-pitched screeches as the sturge's ears explode and their bodies follow shortly afterwards.
That's made the stairs a little bit slippery. But yes, they're gone.
So I look round at them and go, now can you keep the noise down? And I sort of remember, oh yes, I cast a spell that made noise.
So you're going to venture forth into the darkness.
Once more unto the breach, dear friends. And cautiously trying to avoid sturge,
Okay.
feces and debris and
Right. Let me make ready the next level.
I'll tell you what,
Stupid map.
Krug thinks the GM's a bit of a dick, doesn't he? He put the deck save in straight away.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get the maps. For some reason, Roll20's jumping all over the show randomly.
Oh no, the deck is for the blood on the floor just in case it slipped.
Yeah, I've learned never to roll unless the GM asks for it.
Oh, I just do it.
Yeah, which causes most of the GMs I know to go, oh really? So you want a deck save then?
Yeah.
Oh look at that! You slid down the stairs.
I was being sarcastic, really, but. Right, so you can see in the top left a revealed patch.
No. No, my Roll20 is crashed.
Actually, you know what?
I cannot see anything.
Right.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, that looks as if your things come on.
Ah, yes. Dynamic lighting's working. Sort of.
Let me try and hide this area. So you can still you can see through dynamic lighting, can you?
No, it's all black.
Someone can see. Rogar can see.
I can't see nothing.
I can see a little jobby on there.
Roll20 just crashed.
I can see my token. That's all I can see.
Yeah. And I can't see Tom.
Ah, there it is.
Is that better?
My Roll20's just crashed.
Oh yeah, you've dropped off of ours. I can still hear you. Let me.
I can see through walls. Yay!
That is bizarre, isn't it?
Doug, I can't see anything unless I shadow you.
That's because he hasn't given you the dynamic light range for the light on your great axe.
Right.
In that square I've revealed, you can see everything though, can't you?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I can see it for now. As long as I shadow.
Let me just drag Krug on.
Which is weird because you shouldn't be able to see what I can see.
No.
I can see somebody's dynamic lighting overlapping what I've revealed, which is weird.
I think that's my friend, so I could see. When he moved, it all went up. Shone up.
It won't matter in a minute anyway. Because you'll be dead. No, I'm joking. Right, so 15. Oh, right, now I don't know what you call this level, but this is the second
Basement
level.
1.
Sorry?
Basement 1.
Well, let me type it in here and you can tell me what you think. But it's called the Glitterheim, I think.
Ooh. Sounds like a Glitterheim.
Glitterheim.
I might say.
Would you be able to turn off dynamic lighting on this map? It's just it keeps on crashing my Roll20.
Yeah, let me have a look. I can see that something.
Defo a Glitterheim.
Yeah, definitely.
How's that?
Okay.
That's a bit better, isn't it?
But if I move it,
Yeah.
I can't see anything. That way.
That's because he's not revealed it yet.
So
Oh, we're not anymore.
the
It worked okay. Whatever you just had, it worked fine.
so the stairway twists and turns a long way downward. The floor has been cut into hundreds of shallow steps, but the walls and ceilings are still natural rock. About 60 feet down, a rushing stream spills from a narrow crack to the south and crosses the stairway, disappearing into a narrow, winding tunnel to the north. The rill is only 2 or 3 feet wide, and I will reveal that for you now. There we are.
That one.
Oh, Tom's gone again.
Yeah. Alright,
So,
we hear anything besides just running water or
not really, but it opens out a little bit.
How fast flowing is it?
Well, I don't know what the correct terminology is to measure water speed.
knots?
Knots. Okay, it's flowing at 5 knots per hour. Does that sound?
That's quite fast.
Is that fast?
That is quite quick, yeah.
How would you
Yeah.
how would you measure the what would you estimate the average speed of a stream?
I'm just saying, is it sort of like, is it a brook flow? Is
Yeah,
it
it's a
stream
reasonably fast flowing stream.
1 knot is 1.15 miles per hour. So 5 knots is nearly 6 miles per hour. Which doesn't sound a lot, but it is a lot.
It's faster than a person walks.
Yeah.
Faster than the person would be walking, yeah.
It's not particularly deep.
Fairly strong though.
Well, it depends on how big it is, because it could be fairly fast flowing, but if there's no depth to it and substance,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, rain must fall at more than 6 miles an hour.
terminal velocity, isn't it?
Well, you'd think.
Yeah, but that's not in knots though, is it? And you're getting hit.
No, it's
by
in little
wind.
raindrops.
Yeah, you're getting hit by little
Raindrops keep
raindrops.
falling on my
Not
head. Have a look up the stream, see what you can see, Rogar.
Okay, I will. Investigate?
Yeah, or you can just go paddling up there. I don't know. How do you want to proceed? You can't really sneak because you've got a massive glowing axe.
Yeah.
Do you want me to have a look up there?
No, that's alright. I'll just stop.
I can see in the dark.
I'm just going to walk up. Yeah.
So I'll reveal.
Just more water.
How wide is this brook?
3 or 4 feet wide, I think it said.
Is that
Yeah,
all?
the rill is only 2 or 3 feet wide.
Yeah, I'll
Just
jump.
going to come
I'll
back
jump over.
and just say, Mafflin, that might be easy to go up the steps. Seems to. Well, because I wouldn't be able to see that far. I wouldn't be able to see this far up, would I? So it seems to me the driest solution is up the steps.
These
Okay.
steps are leading down in this direction, if that's.
Okay.
So,
So it
I
would
have a
seem better to go that way. However, Mafflin, if you have night vision, maybe just go and have a better look of what's ahead down that way.
what? Back up the river or down the stairs?
If you have a look that way, because I can't see that far.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to attempt to sneak up the river,
Okay.
carefully placing my feet in the river,
Oh.
so I'm not actually splashing, but I'm actually trying to use it to mask my footfall.
Okay. Let's have a stealth check then.
Hockey cocky stealth. Where's that? There it is. Fucking rolled a 2.
Oh. Yes, well. You're in the stream anyway.
Yep.
But it's rather noisier than you anticipated, with the gravelly bed of the stream disturbing your balance and the slipperiness of the rocks around you. You stumble and trip a little bit more than you would have hoped. as you make your way along.
Okay. Let's get to about there then.
At which point I just yell up the corridor, "You're useless!"
You still wearing your face mask?
Yep.
Okay. Still nothing. You're still on your own.
Okay.
Oh shit! Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I was doing something else.
Polishing
Alright.
your halberd.
Again, so I stop, listen for a little bit, regain my footing, and set off again.
Yeah.
Don't know if you want another roll.
You can try and improve your stealth if you like.
Yes.
So as you sort of near this alcove, as you can see on the map, you've kind of got the hang of this slippery surface now. You're kind of feeling your way a bit better. You can see a body lying down there. It appears to be the body of a dwarf.
Okay.
The corpse of a dwarf explorer. He died many years ago, so he's well and truly decayed. It's fairly obvious to everybody that he's dead. It's not. He's been there years rather than days or weeks or months.
Okay.
Tom, have a little look in the message block.
I'm going to ignore him for now and just have a little look further along.
Krug.
Yeah, sorry, my computer actually auto-corrected it.
Oh, that'd be one of those flashy Mac things, and wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know why it auto-corrected that there. This is really annoying.
That's all right. Matheling's written OOC bastards.
What the hell is OOC?
Probably OCD, I
character.
think it was supposed to be.
Out of character.
Oh, out of character. Not OCD then.
Hey, I'm chaotic neutral.
Fuck it. I'm going back and search the dwarf then. Balls to you.
What can I see, Ollie?
Yeah, what can we see?
Yeah, I'm just trying to reveal the. Alright. 60. So you two can see descending the fissure opens up abruptly into a very high cavern. Its ceiling easily 40 feet or more overhead. The stairway continues to wind down along the ledge that follows the north wall of the chamber. A fast-moving stream about 5 feet wide runs across the floor of the chamber from the north and disappears under a low stone overhang in the south. A larger passageway exits to the southeast and the northeast.
So if we just like hang out either side of here with our face masks on, we can potentially scare the shit out of him when he comes down that street.
Right. So I am very quietly going into this room.
Yeah.
This is a personal role, so nothing to do with you, Ollie.
Uh-huh.
Nope. So I just walk into the room.
Okay, your stealth is still stands, so you're currently on your own in the room with the corpse of a dwarf explorer.
Okay. Again, still trying to maintain the quiet. I'm going to search the floor.
Okay, yeah, it's quite easy to search. It's a very small room. The only thing you find of any interest is a leather pouch on the belt of the dwarf that's got 35 gold pieces. You also notice that above you there seem to be 6 stringes all asleep, hanging upside down, gripping onto the rock. They're not aware that you're there, but you've spotted them.
Fucking Sturges.
Sturges, even, yeah. And what you know from Sturges is that if you make too much noise and wake them up, they will attack you.
Yes, I do know that. The little bastard.
If these are 5 foot squares, that's a fucking big dwarf.
I know. I don't know what the scale is on this map, actually. It probably is 5 foot.
Usually, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be down the bottom here somewhere. Right. 1 square equals 5 feet.
That's at least a what? 5.5 foot, maybe 6 foot dwarf.
I'm gonna back out.
Yeah. So you don't, with a stealth of 16, you don't disturb them. You manage to collect your golden exit without disturbing the Sturges.
At which point,
you can just sort of
I'm gonna
work
head
your way
back to Krug and Rogar.
That's a ruin the fun, didn't you?
Where the fuck's he? What the? Not seeing them. I'm gonna make my way back up the stairs.
Cool. Well, let's just leave him to do that then.
So you two chaps in there, obviously, Rogar's axe is illuminating everything quite nicely. Unfortunately, you do disturb some Sturges, and so
These are flying bat-like creatures.
yeah, blood-sucking, flying back
Yeah.
creatures.
They're more mosquitoes. I think.
Let me just.
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes a minute to.
That's right.
Oh,
flipping,
for fuck's sake.
these selecting bastard things. Here we go.
Thank you for attending the party, Krug.
Token. Right, okay. You have to constantly keep flicking between the layers you're on and the pointer, and it's quite tedious.
Yep.
Right, just let me add. I'm trying to add them onto the turn thing, but it's been a bit slow.
Just roll once for more, Wally.
I didn't go so well because I just could not get my head around all this flipping around all the places.
Yeah, it's quite tedious.
So like primitive how it works.
I mean, I'll give them it's probably better than I could make if someone told me to make a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's very good, but it just seems very clunky, but it doesn't need to be.
Right. They are going to get a surprise round because you are lit up like the proverbial Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So 2 will attack Rogar first of all, and then 2 will attack Krug. So Rogar. Oh, here we go. 22 to hit, 6 piercing damage.
Yeah, that hits. Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
6
That's a surprising amount.
6 piercing damage, and it is now attached to you.
6, so hold on. I'm not really good with maths.
You don't have to be. Just put -6 on your hit points, and it will do it for you.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh well.
click on the bubble, right -6.
Oh right. Oh, well. Okay, so that's fine. And was there a second one? Did you say?
Yeah, there's a second one. That's this kitty here.
How the hell does that hit for 22? 24?
Yeah, they're +5 to hit.
Yeah,
How?
that's
Right.
4 piercing damage and is attached to you.
So I have 2 things attached to me.
Yeah,
You,
they're very
you want to be afraid.
they're fragile, but they're pretty evil when they're doing their thing. Let me just move my map across. Got a
Do you know why they're dangerous?
who, me?
Once they're attached,
They
they don't need to attack. It's an automatic blood drain for hit points.
Yep.
How much do they take off each attack then?
D4 plus 3.
I thought it was one.
So
wasn't it?
the first one misses Krug, and the second one hits for 6 and attaches.
No, it's the same damage for blood loss as it is for the attack.
Yeah.
And that's on. Is it our turn and their turn? Isn't it?
Yeah. I can read it.
No, it's only on their go, so they forego an attack.
So I'll read it to you if you like. It says melee weapon attack, then it's got the stats. The stringe, and then the stringe attaches to the target. While attached, the stringe doesn't attack. Instead, at the start of each of the sturge's turns, the target loses 1d4 plus 3 hit points due to blood loss. The sturge can detach itself by spending 5 feet of its movement, and it also does so after 10 hit points of blood from the target, or the target dies. A creature, including the target, can use its action to detach the sturge. I don't know how you detach it, whether you have to do a opposed strength check or whether you can just rip it off.
Well, I'd imagine it's a strength check. Yeah.
No, it's just your action. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But
Right.
if you've got two attached to you,
Yeah. One action.
then you can only get rid of one at a time.
So first up is Rogar.
Yeah.
Hello, you got
I'm just trying to read one of my things. How many levels of exhaustion can you suffer before you need to have a rest?
3, isn't it?
3.
The first one is disadvantage on checks. The second one is
Second one
half
is movement.
speed, I think.
Yep.
I've got them written down here.
Third one is a
third-
disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah. Fourth one is hit point maximum halved. The fifth one is speed reduced to 0, and the
0.
sixth one is death.
Dead.
I'm just trying to tactically do this.
Exhaustion in its own.
Okay, I'll tell you what I will do is, because I'm resistant to the cold, is I'm going to cast my cold breath, because we had long rests in the chamber, but instead of doing a 15-foot cone, would you allow me to do it so I envelop myself in this cold breath in the hope I'll kill at least one of these things?
Well, if you can describe it spectacularly, then I reckon that sounds pretty cool.
I just want to breathe out as hard as I can towards my feet and just allow the cold air to sort of shaking the head and try to spin around as I do it. Just allow the cold air to...
So as a melee attack rather than as a ranged sort of thing. Sounds good?
Yeah, just allow the cold air to sort of circulate around and just take over me like a big cloud of icy breath that would...
Okay.
Like a freezing fog.
Okay.
So you need to do your...
Was it a con save or?
it was a constitution save, yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11.
So one passes, one fails.
And then the failure was 2d6 of damage, and the success was 1d6 of damage.
So roll for the 1d6 and the other one automatically dies. They only have 2 health points.
How do I roll for 1d6?
Just roll. I would say just roll normal damage. And
Yeah,
half
just
it.
roll a d6. Or yeah, just roll your normal damage. Oh, 5, yeah. So they're both frozen to you, really. They're kind of instantaneously gone rigid.
In that case, I'll use my action. Can I use my actions to rip them off now they're dead?
Well, I'm sure
Yeah,
if
Would
you
have been
just,
your action.
yeah, I'm sure if you just naturally shake all the ice and whatever, everything drop off.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just like a dog coming out of the water. Just give it a shake.
So it's the Sturge that's up in the air's turn now, apparently. If I can get hold of it. And he will attack 5 Krug.
As a reaction, as it sweeps into attack me, can I take a swing at it? Please?
Oh, do your Polon master.
Please.
You would have been able to do that on that first one.
I know, and I forgot to do it.
Hey, that's a hit. Yeah, that's the end of that. Sturge.
Yeah, you said it right.
I can hear the cheers erupting across the Atlantic.
He didn't say fucking Stringer.
Yeah, all the way from Jersey, I can hear him go, woohoo! I don't think there's anything after Jersey. That's pretty much the end of the world, isn't it? Okay. Next Sturge is the one that's attached to you. And so you take the damage again, I'm afraid. Which will be... So he's not rolling to hit, so you take 6 piercing damage.
No, you take 6 blood loss damage.
Well, 6 blood loss, yeah.
And that's
I think blood
important
loss is
because
a
if you
type
get
of
up
damage,
to
is it?
because if you get up to 10, then it detaches
That's right, yeah.
as it gets too fat.
Gorgeous
So it leaves
on
everyone
your
alone.
half orc. But you're resistant to everything except for psychic, aren't you?
That's only if I rage, and I haven't raged. yet.
Oh.
Around to it.
And I don't think there's a resistance against blood loss.
Well, I don't think blood loss is a type of damage,
part.
is it?
Yeah, it's,
It-
no, it's all damage apart from psychic.
Yeah. It's all piercing damage. It just says 1d4 plus 3 hit points due to blood loss.
Yeah,
But anyway,
so it's actually
that's-
draining your...
Yeah, that's by the by. Krug,
Yeah.
your turn.
Okay, no, let's take another swing. There we go.
If you can get more than 2, you'll kill it. Hurrah!
Yeah. Mine, don't worry about the +2, it's just 11. I also forgot, on the crit, I get to roll the dice 3 times
Yeah, you do.
because of half orc, and I forgot about that.
You get another roll for something else as well, don't you?
No, it's just
I can't remember now.
It's just an extra damage die, isn't it?
yeah, it's like triple.
So on the crit, on your attack, where you click on your attack, if you change your crit from one where it says crit,
Oh, hang on, wrong thing. On that, sorry. Yeah, crit. And it'll be-
so you got damage type as 1d10, and on crit put 2d10.
Okay, that's-
Right, we've got maximum of half an hour. So I don't know whether you guys want to play on or whether you think leaving it here would be good or...
I'm happy either way, but it's. Do you think it's worth playing on? Are we going to encounter more that's going to stop us?
You possibly would get another encounter. Possibly.
I want to know where Krug and Rogar are gone.
Well, this is it. I was going to say, do you want to team back up and... Well, carry on for a sec anyway. I'll stop you before anything major.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bellow out, Marfelin!
And the echo resounds throughout the whole of this level.
Yeah, I know where that came from.
You can hear it. You can hear the name
Nope.
Mathelin repeating itself quieter and quieter for quite some time before it finally dies out.
Right. Well, whatever was in here, everything now knows we're here.
We wish to surprise you, but you seem to have gone the wrong way.
No, you disappeared.
No, we wish to surprise you. You clearly are of a different class of person.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not the one with a dead mask over my face.
Am I still wearing that? My God, it's so attached.
Ah, more Sturges. There's
Would you
a
like a Sturge popsicle by any chance?
there's a load of them over there as well, with some dwarf explorer body, well old. So what's the plan?
I could do with a long rest. I'm rather tired.
I think we should look around a little bit more, maybe.
After you.
I'm gonna sneak over to here just to have a look about a bit further up the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, was Mufflin an elf or half elf?
Half elf.
Go on, I'm just gonna follow him. Why not?
As before they walk off, though, Krug's going to pull the mask off and sort of rinse his face in the water in the stream, just to wash off all the blood and everything. And he rolls it up, rolls it up from the neck up, rolls his face up, and puts it in like his side pouch for later.
Rolls up the dead shaman's face and puts it in his pocket.
Yeah.
Lovely. There's an image. Sweet dreams, children.
Happy Halloween!
And then he follows the others.
Okay.
I shall continue ahead, as no one else is.
So, right.
I'm moving on, but I'm being very, very cautious and paying close attention to.
So the
You
main
have
issue.
2 barbarians of you, and you're trying to be cautious.
So the main
Yeah.
issue you've got is that Rogar is glowing. Or is
That's fine. I'm not being stealthy. I'm literally being very perceptive and very observant to my surroundings.
It's a very big chamber.
Alright, so let me tell you
It's a
about
very
this.
big chamber.
Here we are.
It's going to be something in there. It has to be.
So, several passages branch away from this large, high-ceilinged cavern. To the north, a carved square-mouthed tunnel shows that someone has been at work in these caves. A gate of rough-hewn timber blocks a small passage to the northeast, and 3 other passageways wind off towards the south. A heavy animal smell lingers in the air.
Right. I lost 10 hit points in that last encounter.
I lost 12.
I also lost my ability to use the breath weapon. I have all the tools. We could take up residence in this northern expanse, as long as it's clear of those Minoc things. We go up there, set up camp. I've got the ability to set traps in the mouth of it. We could at least safely camp there without watch, and we'll get a long rest before the next game. Because if those things attach themselves to me again, I can't do the same thing I did before. And I can't use my breath weapon, which is effectively my most powerful thing I've got.
And Mathalan says, well, why don't we just go back to Wolfie's room?
Well, we could, but we're down. No, we couldn't.
I mean, we could do, and then call that a night there, and then, I mean, unless Ollie categorically wanted us to roleplay getting back down there again, or we could say, yes, you make it back to where we were.
The thing is, we don't know how many of those flying Minoc back things there are, so we're better off just staying down here. If it's safe in that cavern, and we can light a fire and set a trap across the entrance, I mean, that's got to stop them, right?
I mean, I'm more. To be honest, that that was obviously out of character. I'm more cautious in looking around the cavern. If there's animal spells, there's probably animals or something hiding.
Yeah, there is.
Sorry.
I've got available to put across the entrance a hunting trap. So I could set a hunting trap up. I've also got I think it's an explorer's kit or adventurer's kit. Explorer's pack, so I might have something in there I could set like snares with, or enough that it would keep us safe to all rats. If anything tried to get through the entrance, it's going to get ensnared in something.
Oh, I don't know what I've got. Pedro. Oh, okay.
In fact,
That's
Tom,
me looking around the cave there, Ollie.
Okay.
Tom, you've probably got something similar. Something that you can use to both effectively barricade the entrance to that little section.
Not really. I've got.
So your perception checks do tell you there's quite a lot of signs of movement around here. There's large animal tracks on the floor. So if you think of, well, they're at least the size of Rogar's hands, clawed. There's also slightly smaller webbed feet tracks.
Webbed.
Yeah.
Murlocs.
No, I hate knowing all different races and classes and stuff.
So it might not be the best place to actually attempt camping.
Well, it depends. I've got. How many traps have you got? Because I've still got that bag of meat I got from the hunters.
I've got a bag of meat as well. I've got some dog meat, but I've only got one trap. But I could probably improvise a trap using ropes and such that I have. We could make a snare or something. Hunting trap is nondescript, so I'm guessing it's something like a bear trap.
Yeah.
Snapping teeth thing.
Just trying to think. Is it? Am I able to make like a survival check to see what these prints are of?
Yes.
16.
So 16 tells you, and Matheline's already fairly sure of this as well, based on his wisdom check. But yeah, he's guessed it right. You've got troglodyte tracks and you've got brown bear tracks.
What? Sorry, what's that one?
Brown bear
And troglodyte.
and troglodytes. They're fairly fresh and they look well used.
Do they go in and out of that section up here or past it?
They're all over the place.
That liquid that was upstairs, the fire liquid, how sort of combustible was it? Was it like if you moved it, did it explode or?
Well, you decided against touching it, but certainly flammable enough to keep the trap working after all of those years.
It's exposure to air that triggers it,
Yeah, that's not gonna
which
work.
is why it's not a good idea to open the stopper on Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Okay, can we just tramp backwards a little bit? I want to go to here and then up this screen to this room here. Or do I need up to where the dwarf was? Or do I need to do some sort of stealth check to do that?
Well,
You might want to talk
in
to
fact,
your companions first.
yeah, I've only said there's a dwarf up there, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to do that manoeuvre, would I need to do a stealth check?
You can do a stealth check, but you're going to have disadvantage because you've got a big shiny axe.
So that would be. I'm only trying to gauge where it'd be best to camp, basically.
So do you say about camping where the dwarf is?
No, I'll probably say go back up to where we were, back in the room.
Rogar,
Sorry, say again.
do you say openly that you're considering camping where the dwarf is?
I don't know. Obviously, that there's those things in there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking, have you put a proposal to camp where the dwarf is?
I'm just looking for somewhere to camp. So if well, no, actually, do you know what? No, I'm not, because I wouldn't know that was there, would I? So I didn't go that far. So.
Well, I told you there's a cavern with a dwarf up there.
Oh right, okay.
That's all I told you.
I'm
If you turn around and
proposing
say, "Yeah, should we camp where you saw the dwarf?" That might initiate a conversation.
Yeah, okay. I'm proposing that might be a campsite.
Okay. Yeah. No. You got beaten up by how many sturges was it? 4?
Just the 2.
Just the 2. How many did I see, Ollie?
6.
Yeah, there's 6 up there. It's probably there. I don't know. But there's a high concentration.
They're
so it's probably
roosting.
home. Yeah, it's home. I mean, I could shatter them and clear it out again. It would be fairly easy, but
Could we maybe make somewhere like that our camp? Somewhere just up out the way? Is that again another highly frequented place by bears and trolls?
I wouldn't have really looked for any sort of tracks at that point there. I still suggest we have somewhere that's home or can be home that we know we can bar from the inside, that has been an effective long rest before, and we know we've cleared all the orcs out of it.
I suppose there's no danger of them coming back either because we've got rid of the bridge and everything.
Well, the only way they're going to come back that we know of is down the chute where the fire is.
So why don't we go and light a huge fire?
That's what I was thinking. Big bad wolf jobby.
Yeah, go light a big fucking fire and then they can't come down it. Okay, I'm game for that. Let's do that. And then when we regroup for the next game with the other guys, this will be a fun little experience for them to discover the Minox.
Okay. So.
Sorry, can I just say, do you know you're saying about the create a big fire? Do you know your bear trap? How big are the kegs of alchemist fire?
They're flasks, I think. Sort of.
They're flasks.
Yeah.
If you do it so they precariously sit on the bear trap so they don't quite move. So as they land on the bear trap setting the fire.
A flaming bear trap.
Yeah, so as the orc comes down through the actual chimney and lands on the floor, if it lands on the bear trap that's got that alchemist fire, it's set fire to in that area. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like a pressure pad fireball, so to speak. I don't know whether that would work or not, but
You'd probably have time to think it through whilst you rest. Or are you thinking of setting it all now?
I don't know. I'll just putting the idea out. It's sort of
I don't think we need to bother. Let's just go to Ulfi's room and lock it up again.
Yeah. If the orcs can't get, if we light a massive fire, the orcs can't get back in, and we're perfectly safe.
Well, we got.
And to be honest, a huge fire. If they see it, they may come back earlier, thinking something's wrong.
So a regular fire.
Aren't the orcs gone for about a week? Didn't Rogar ask them to disappear for about a week?
I did say a week. Whether or not they listen is another thing.
So we've got Well, if they are, we've got about 10 days. Haven't we? So it's.
I
Yeah.
mean, we could even just go to the top of the stairs. As long as we're quiet, Sturgis won't come out.
Or we can go to the shamans. Because there's a secret passage, wasn't there?
Yeah, shaman shuck.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? As long as we go somewhere safe.
Yeah. We go there, go to the shaman once. It's quite close, and we can lock the door as well.
Yeah. Back to the orcs.
Oh, so we said the shaman's chamber.
Yeah, I'll say.
Shaman's chamber.
Ollie, I think we're going to take a long rest in the shaman's chamber.
Okay, I'll move you back.
What's surprising though is that there's no orcs down there.
Down where? Oh,
We hardly explored it yet.
okay, so you can lock these doors up fairly easily. There's loads of bric-a-brac and whatnot within this
Yeah.
chamber that you can use to barricade yourselves in and whatever.
Take a meal, I suppose, and a fire there as well.
Close the hidden door.
Yeah, shut the hidden door, everything else.
I've got dog meat on me from last time, so I suppose we can take a meal at that fireplace.
Yeah, there's even a little fire there as well. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Alright, well,
Okay, yeah. So you're all going to take a long rest in here. Okay, groovy. Well, I'll say farewell to all of our listeners and turn the recording off. So thanks everybody for watching tonight's game. I think you'll all agree the three of them did really well, and we've made it to the second level now of the Forge of Fury. So we're going to chat amongst ourselves to arrange the next date. But until then, we'll see you soon. Take care. Good night. Okay.